Hey guys, thank you for joining. I know that you guys are very used to seeing my rave content on this channel, but today we're going to be doing something completely different. I wanted to start this new series called Getting Festival Bod Ready, which still connects to the EDM rave content that I'm trying to create here, but it's also touching base with something I'm also very passionate about and has literally changed my life, which is my health and fitness journey. I'm still on this journey. I'm probably going to be on this journey for the rest of my life, and I've been getting so many questions and so many comments about what I do, and I have so many things going on as far as fitness and health-wise that I do want to share with you guys. I'm going to answer a bunch of questions that I get all the time, and I also wanted to share a challenge that I'm doing with my I Love Kickboxing. If you guys don't follow my social media or know me in real life, I've been going to kickboxing. It's going to be 2 years now, and I'm so excited. This is actually the first challenge that is providing a meal plan and also like a workout plan, like a workout requirement. And it's a 6-week challenge where they basically took my measurements as far as my BMI, my visceral fat. I so messed up how to say that. It's basically the fat that's surrounding your organs, whatever that word is. I also want to put in there, I'm exhausted. I've had the longest Sunday of my life. I started the meal prepping process for this challenge. I went grocery shopping, I meal prepped, I had lunch with a few friends, caught up. I finished uploading another video on my channel. I just had a really rough day, so if I look like I'm about to knock out, that is why. But I really did wanted to record this video because I'm in this mindset where I am ready. I'm ready to kill this challenge, and I'm ready to conquer my fitness goals, and I want to tell you guys about it. I want to share it, and I think it's so important that you guys kind of know my back information first, and I tell you what my journey is and where I started and where I am now and all the things I did wrong and all the things I kind of did right, and kind of just tell you. So, you know, more background information. I'm from New York. Food is very expensive. My parents are very hardworking, middle-class family. Shout out to them. I literally love them so much, love them with all my heart. I'm not blaming any of this on my parents because there's so many families that have had this similar situation. But in terms of my parents, they're very hardworking, worked long hours. I was raised for my brothers most of the time. So that meant not as many home-cooked meals, which is funny because I actually only really like my mom's home-cooked food, probably because I didn't eat it enough as a kid. So this led to eating a lot of processed foods, a lot of kids' cuisine, fast foods. It's funny, I wasn't born yet, but my brothers told me that my mom, she worked at Nathan's, and this was when they were young. She'd bring like bags full of Nathan's food, and she'd come at like 12, 1 in the morning, and they would eat that, and that was like family time. So fast forward like 10 years later when I'm born, it's kind of the same thing. My mom doesn't work at Nathan's. The chubbier side, I'll admit it, I was a chunky kid from after I would say 5, so from 6 until I hit puberty, let's say like 12. I was always on the thicker side. I was picked on from my family. I was bullied in school. Like, it was rough, and you know, that was a huge part of my life that really molded the type of person I am. So even though it was an unfortunate experience to have as a kid, it really has opened my eyes to just a lot of things. So I don't want to get all deep because it's about like health and fitness, but I also wanted to touch base on the whole importance of also a self-love journey and your mental health in becoming, you know, wanting to improve your overall health and your body and your fitness. Mental health is so important. So I just wanted to touch that little area there that as a kid, of course, I have low self-esteem. My own family is calling me fat. Like, it was a very hard time in my life. And as a kid, like, everyone's just like, oh, but you're a kid, you have nothing to stress about. But now, like, I'm thinking back, as a kid, that was a very stressful thing to have in my life. I even tell my mom till this day, like, I remember my nickname when I was little, gordita, that means little fat girl. Like, it hurts. It did hurt at the time, and you know, sometimes I laugh it off now because now when I go to family reunions, they're like, oh my god, you're like so pretty. Puberty is what leaned me out, gave me my curves. At the time, as a 14-year-old, I was overweight, which medically I was overweight. Whatever, it happens. I had baby fat, still eating crap that my mom's giving me, so that's okay. But I did lean out a lot, and I did look older than I was. I was 14, but I looked like I was 18. So when people are like, oh, you're 18, like, you look good for your age, and no, I was 14. But that's kind of where it started. Like, I was very lean 14-year-old, whatever. And this is when I started to like kind of notice like my body, and I was very different than a lot of people that I went to school with. I would wear certain things. I wore the same thing another girl would be wearing, and I would be called to the office, or I would be having a conversation with the teacher saying it's too short, you would have to change. Meanwhile, it's the same exact length as the other girl who's wearing it, and that as a teenager was very like, okay, like that's when my whole like body image thing as a teenager kind of started. Also like the boys and all that. So that's so funny to think I was 14, like high school, like crazy, whole nother life. But after that I was like, oh, I have to look like these girls to fit in school and to be accepted by society. And that's kind of where that whole like mind trick started. So from like age, I would say like 14, 15, 16, I started doing what any girl does. Cutting everything out, going to the gym and doing cardio for 2 hours. Not running, just walking for 2 hours so I could burn all the calories that I ate. Calorie counting, literally limiting myself, not doing anything, like literally no health benefit whatsoever, no nutritional value in what I was doing, but I did it because everyone was doing it and it was a quick way to lose weight. And you know, there are some times where I didn't eat or I didn't eat enough, so I did lose weight. But what happens when you do that? Little fun fact that my kickboxing trainer actually said, back in the day in caveman era, we had to survive, we had to get food, we had to hunt, whatever. So the times that we didn't hunt, our body was able to store fat for us to survive. Bajillion years later, present day, we don't have to do that anymore. But guess what? Our bodies are still the same. They still store fat. So if you're starving yourself, not eating for a while, that fat's still there, the weight's gonna come back. And that's what happened to me. I wanna say 16, 17, I gained some weight. And I just went through like a breakup. I had like my first heartbreak, and that was really like, oh my god, like I want to change. I'm gonna be a fitness person. I want to lose all this weight, and again, doing it the wrong way. I remember this was when Fit Tea was out. I remember buying Fit Tea. I remember buying those BS pills. Like I've done it all, and I've done it all the wrong ways, and that's where so many people mess up, and that's why so many people go back to square one because they want to do it the fast way. So I did that. I had a membership at Planet Fitness. What's that gym called? Planet Fitness. Wow, exhausted. Anyways, I had a membership at Planet Fitness. My aunt, she actually bought me a membership, which is so nice. Like, why can't you do that with my current gym? Anyways, so I did Planet Fitness. I would go there for 2 hours, walk on the treadmill on an incline for like 45 minutes, do the bicycle for 20 minutes, and then do the elliptical for 20. Like, ugh, just thinking about that was boring. The only good thing about that was I was listening to great EDM music around this time. This is around from 2012 to 2015, 16. Best music ever. Just putting that out there. But besides that, I wasn't challenging myself. I was doing the same thing. I would go like 3, 4, I don't want to say 4, probably like 1 to 3 times a week, still eating crap, not really like educating myself on what foods I need and what foods are good for me. Kind of just, again, BSing. I was in high school, so I was eating school lunches. I remember literally eating a freaking salami sandwich on a roll with honey mustard every day with a bag of barbecue chips. I wouldn't eat breakfast, so I would be eating like crazy at lunch, and I would come home and probably go to like McDonald's or Panera or some BS fast food, and that was my life for high school. So, and to top it all off, my junior and senior year of high school, I got a job at Dunkin' Donuts. Which I really gained weight there. That's funny because I remember I would go to the gym the days I wasn't working, but it'd be so pointless because the days I was working, I was eating those freaking glazed munchkins like my life depended on them. So it's just so funny, like thinking back at these memories, because it's like I have my moments where I'm like, oh my god, those glazed donuts, and this is why. Wow. So that was high school for me. High school, hysterical, funniest time, literally no fitness whatsoever. But me, I tried. I'm just glad that I got my butt to the gym and did something around that time. I just wish I could educate myself on the nutrition part. Alright, so high school, I gained weight, but it wasn't bad. Like, it was like, okay, she's thick, she's still healthy, medically. And then I go to college, and that's really where this started for me as far as wanting to actually change something. So I go to college, very motivated to lose weight. You know, I'm on the way, I dormed, so there's always new people, I want to look good, and I continued my Planet Fitness membership where I dormed. They had one, I was able to transfer, and I was on the meal plan at the time with my school, which was so bad. They tried, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna talk about the college I went to if you guys are interested, but just overall college experience wasn't the best. But they tried as far as the meal prep. They did have vegetables and salad bar and all that good stuff. But me, as a stressed freshman, I was chowing down pizza. They had a sandwich station, so I was having like 2 paninis. I was eating also a ridiculous amount of food, like binge eating like no other. It was just so bad. So with that, I had, you know, stress of school. I was in a relationship in college, so if anyone can agree with this, please let me know if I'm not the only one. Well, now, currently, I'm not like this. But I am innocent of the act of gaining weight when you're in a relationship. I call it the love weight, like the love honeymoon, like you were always going out to eat, you're always or staying in and ordering food, you don't want to work out because you just want to be with them. Like it was really bad and unhealthy, and that was a huge reason why I gained so much weight in college. So stress, the relationship, still the shitty workouts, no nutritional value in any of the food I'm eating. It was just a formula of messing my body up. Also, I'm in college, I'm drinking, I'm partying, which is making me eating even more. Like it was just horrible. And I tried. I remember there was a time, I'll tell you why I tried. This is when it clicked. So I come back home, my first Christmas break, and my mom, my dad, they give me a hug. And my dad, he's a very quiet man. I love him. He doesn't say that many words, but when he does, I remember my dad saying, "Wow, she got big." And it's like, he didn't ask me how my finals were, or I mean, he always asked me how school was, but he didn't have a comment about really anything else except how big I looked. And hearing your own father say that, you're like, wow, what do other guys think of it? Like, so then after the holidays, whatever, I go back to school, start a new semester, still with the same boyfriend. And I decided that I was going to hop on a scale. At the time, I was really good friends with one of my roommates. She was really into fitness. She was kind of showing me the way. She wanted to be like a trainer. She was doing her own fitness plan, her own fitness goal. If she's watching this, she knows who she is. But she kind of was getting me into it. I remember just telling her my weight, and still thinking about that day when I weighed my most. I'm like, you probably see like the look on my face. I'm like, oh my god. But that feeling of being your highest weight and you like finally are like, wow, that number, I never thought it would get to that point. And you kind of think, if I continue this, that number will get higher. And then you may have to be on medication. Remind you, at the time, I was only 18. I knew something had to change. I knew that at that moment, everything just clicked. Everything was just like, no, I'm not pushing this anymore. This is my life. I hate feeling low about myself. I hate how other people see me, which at the time meant so much. Now it has evolved. It's really not like that anymore. Now it's really for me. But back when I was younger, it was for other people. I hated the way my parents looked at me. I hated the way my friends are probably watching this, but I know you guys are never gonna tell your friend, oh, you gained weight. But I did sense that they thought that in their heads. Even in pictures, I remember taking mirror pictures and literally angling them so much or putting so much filter just to cover the fact that I did gain weight. Even like selfies, I would take selfies and I would look big in them in selfies, not my body, literally just my face alone. You could tell that I gained weight. And I would be posting like throwback pictures all the time because those were the only pictures I was comfortable sharing. I didn't want to share what I looked like. So if you guys like followed me then, like, there you go, it all makes sense now. But it's so funny I'm admitting all this, but I really do want to like. All right, so college, yes, I dropped a lot of weight easily just by doing it right, just by doing different workouts. I got a Fitbit, so I was keeping more track of my steps, keeping more track of my calorie intake. I wasn't so crazy with the macros or measurements or how much calories I was eating, but I did keep like kind of like a mental calculation of what I was eating, how much I was working out. I was trying to at least do the gym at least like 4 times a week, because in high school your work week is like Monday through Thursday, so Thursday was kind of like the Friday. So that would kind of be, you know, I improved in a lot of things that I haven't really been doing well on since I was in high school. So that was a huge difference. I lost 10 pounds, roughly I want to say around 10 pounds after that semester had ended. With me cooking, I wanted to find food that would help me lose weight. And I came across, this was roughly around 2016. Yeah, I want to say like end of 2015, beginning of 2016. And I found a page saying how to lose weight on a vegan diet. And I know I'm probably getting all sorts of reactions right now, either rolling your eyes or, oh my god, yes, I knew vegan diets help you lose weight, all this stuff. So I'm going to tell you my experience. I'm going to talk about just veganism in a broad spectrum, and then I'll talk about like the health part of what I got out of it. So it did wake me up in so many ways. I mean, I'll admit it, I'm very liberal, I'm very open-minded, I think the government is BS, I believe in aliens, so that's my basic, I'm very spiritual, so that's my political, spiritual view. So, you know, all those things, everyone's like, oh, so that means, sorry, my hair's messing. Like, oh my god, you believe in all those things, so you're definitely vegan. So, you're a hippie, you gotta be vegan. You believe in law of attraction, you believe in essential oils, you you hate the government, you must be vegan. So, I don't want to make fun of vegans, but this is just the general broad spectrum. It opened my eyes a lot as far as government, the way our food is grown, the ethics part of it. No one likes seeing a cow die, but still we eat the burger because it's delicious. It's messed up, I know, I hate it. Honestly, that's kind of a reason why I don't really eat meat. listen, if you're vegan and you're gonna attack me for not being 100% vegan, that's you. I was vegan for 4 months. I felt amazing, but it was also during the summertime where I didn't have school. I had more time for meals. Fruit was in season. I was eating fruit all the time. I felt good. Probably lost like 5 pounds, gained a little back. That was roughly my experience. Ethics side, it did help me realize from a fashion standpoint where clothes are coming from, kind of a human rights issue thrown in there. I've watched so many YouTubers, so many documentaries on veganism, and I think it's a great thing, and I think the more plants you incorporate is great. I hate people who say vegan people just eat healthy food. That's not right. That's not true at all. Vegan food, it can be just as bad and just as unhealthy as regular food. So don't knock until you try it. All those burgers and all those nice creams and all fried, I don't know, I had some crazy vegan food in my day. It did open my mind to that sense where I was more open-minded with food, I was more conscious of what I was eating, so that I was very grateful with the vegan experience. Now with my current diet, veggies, that's my thing right now, and that vegan door kind of opened that connection with me. I really don't like to eat red meat. I don't find it as appetizing as I was when I was younger in high school and most of college, but now I rather have poultry, turkey, fish. I'm starting to have like a weird fish phase. I didn't like fish for the longest time, but now that I'm kind of in, I'm like, okay, I'm feeling it, it's right. But when it comes to burgers, not really, like once in a blue moon. Like I really am not, even like steak, like I just don't, I don't know, you hear like steak takes longer to digest. It's just some people eat it, enjoy life, live your best life. But me, I'm just more of a white, lean meat type girl. That's what's been working for me. My stomach feels better, my digestion feels better, my mood feels better, so everyone's different. On my meal plan, I'm just gonna put in there, there's a part where it says ground beef, so I am doing ground beef, so that's what I'm saying, like there's bits and pieces. So as a whole, it's just funny because in 2016 I was like, oh, I'm vegan, like, and it's so funny because I feel like so many girls that are in the YouTube world, I wasn't a YouTuber, but I was watching a lot of YouTube videos, they went through that little phase, or they still are vegan, and that's amazing if you are. This video isn't to knock vegans, it's just to literally say the whole veganism thing was a part of my journey, and it did wake me up in a lot of things. It also led me to a bunch of influencers that are on social media, they have their own YouTube channels. Bodybuilder girls who are vegan. There's this girl I'm obsessed with. Her name is Bianca Taylor Fitness. I post her all the time on social media. She is beautiful. Her personality, her looks, her drive, her channel is basically about living a vegan lifestyle and being a bodybuilder, and it kind of evolved to a bunch of other things like being a badass woman, being your own person, not caring what society thinks, society's women, like standards for women versus men. Like she just touches a bunch of other things that if I wasn't curious about the vegan community or lifestyle, I wouldn't have been led to her channel. Now I listen to her podcast every week. I always see her content. She's doing a bunch of different things. So I'm so grateful that I had a little vegan phase because she's a huge, huge reason of the things I believe in, and she's so inspirational. So fast forward, now we are after college. I'm an adult now. I have a degree. I get my first 9-to-5 job. I pay bills. I pay my loans. I'm doing all this, and I did at this point lose about 15, 20 pounds. I was fluctuating a little. Just because I'm more conscious of what I was eating, working out more. I was starting to do the 4 or 5 days at the gym. I then made the decision, because I got a job and because I was back home, that I wanted to do something different as far as my workouts. Now, this person, you're gonna hear me talk about her a lot. She's actually gonna be in a lot of my vlogs for the series that I'm starting. Her name is Amy. Her actual name is Annie, but I'm gonna refer to her a lot as Amy. Either way, if you hear me talk about Amy or Annie, it's the same person. But she's my cousin, and I consider her literally a sister. She's a huge, huge part of this journey, and I'm giving her a shout out because she is just amazing. But she introduced me to kickboxing. There's this franchise called I Love Kickboxing. They literally have them all over the country. Not country. I think the States. Yeah, I think just the States. I don't know if they're out of the country. What am I saying here? They're big, but not that big. But she introduced me to them. I don't know how she did. I think she would just pass by it and she was just curious, and then she ended up doing it and loving it. And she's like, you should do it. And I saw that she was losing weight. She always was like a fit person. Like she did more sports than I did. So she always was like fit to me, but she looked even better and she loved it, and it seemed so fun. And I'm like, I'm like, okay. I'm like, I like that idea, like being a badass. Like I was very into like my feminist, like I'm a woman, like I could defend myself. So like this is around that time. Alright, so my 6-week challenge, basically what the kickboxing did is you have these 6 weeks to lose 25 pounds or 6% body fat. I did this 25 pounds because that was just better for me. So basically I paid them $99 for this, and if I lose the 25 pounds, I get it back. And if any of you guys know, I am planning on going to a few festivals. I'm kidding, I'm probably just going to one festival, but I'm probably gonna go to a bunch of other shows this summer festival season. And I'm gonna need that money back. So that's a little incentive. Plus I want a banging body. Plus on top of that, I've been seeing a doctor, and I want to be open about this. I do have high blood pressure, and I found this out about a year ago. Yeah, it actually was a year ago that I found this out. At first it was really stress. I know a year ago I had just gone through a breakup and my job and just about life. Life was stressing me out. But also my family, background, we have a lot of heart problems, and I don't even eat that much salt. High blood pressure is like basically you have a lot of salt in your diet. I really don't eat that much salt. I think it's just genetics. I'm not the type of person to put a million things of salt in my things. So I've been seeing a doctor. I've seen him 3 times this year, monitoring my blood pressure. It has gotten better, but it can be way better. And the thing that sucks that my doctor keeps saying that it's like, I know, like I hate that I'm paying that copay every time for him to just tell me you just have to lose weight. And I told him about the kickboxing, how I've been eating better, and he said if it wasn't for kickboxing, I probably would still have really bad blood pressure. He said now all you really have to do is figure out the nutrition and you're set. And I have improved on it, and my blood pressure has improved. So my next appointment with him is in April. I appreciate those people who did send me questions. They're actually really great questions. I'm not gonna say who they are, so these are anonymous. So one of them was, I've lost a lot of weight myself, but I've hit a slump and need that extra spark to keep going. And I think that's awesome. I did touch base on that before, that you always have to remember why you started. So me, it was getting on that scale and hearing my dad say that. So not that I care what anyone thinks of me anymore, because I am doing it for myself, but that you will never forget that feeling. So that feeling that I had really motivates me to be the best me for myself now. At the time it was for my dad and for society. But for me now, it's for myself. I like challenging myself now. I want to run faster. I want to hit harder. I want to like be dying every time I leave a kickboxing class. So for you, girl, also yes, you have. I'm not gonna say your name, but you have lost so much weight. You look amazing. I have been watching your pictures, and you look great. Just keep doing you. Keep doing your thing, but also change things up. Like I think that's also the things. People are so used to routine, they hit that plateau. Challenge yourself more. Do something more fun. Do something out of your comfort zone. So whether it's taking a class at the gym, I know you're at that gym. Take a class there, or bring a different friend, or do something outside of the gym that's out of your, like, just something different. Also, like, diet wise, everyone knows what to eat. We just gotta eat it. Find foods that you like, that you enjoy, that are healthy. Like, I actually like brown rice, and I'm starting to like salmon. Like, I'm starting to like all these healthy foods, so it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm eating a salad, which I know sucks, but like, put stuff in that salad, it's good for you, but that you enjoy. Like, it's hard, man, but definitely keep doing you, girl. Just remember why you started to begin with, and then just keep that in your head, and just always challenge yourself. Always do, you know, just do it for yourself, and the results will come. Think of it like this. I always hear this. The year is gonna go by anyway. These next 5 years are gonna go by anyway. So would you rather have spent that 5 year in the same spot, or would you have already wanted to meet your goals and then meet even more bigger goals? So just always keep that in mind. Either way, time's gonna pass. You determine whether you're gonna take that time to actually change something, or you're just gonna stay in the same spot. That choice is yours, girl. I'm so tired. Anyways, last question. I love this question. The question was, how do you stay thick? And what's your diet like? So I did mention in this video my overall diet, horrible, not the best. Reason I guess why I have high blood pressure. So as far as what's my diet like, I'm not gonna give you a tip on that, because I didn't eat well until I guess more recently. I've been eating like the best ever. Even when I was vegan, I ate pretty good, but I still had a lot of vegan junk food. As far as being thick, I've always been on the thicker side. I'm Salvadorian. We are known for having more meat on our bodies. But for a girl who is more on the petite side and they're looking to gain in a healthy way, definitely like stock up on your protein, but the good protein. Weight training. There's so many videos on YouTube on how to do like proper squat workouts. Less cardio if you're focusing on gaining. I'm not like a trainer, and I'm not the girl to say it because I've always had a butt, so I'll say it, I have a butt. I love squatting. Squatting, if anything, has made my butt bigger, but it's made it more up and round, and I love that. But for a girl who doesn't have as much meat, yeah, definitely eat what you want to achieve. So in my case, I'm going to be eating a little less because I want to lose weight. In your case, you'd be eating more because you want to bulk up. I'm sure there's so many other Instagram places, but thank you again for that big comment. You're awesome. You look great. I know you're in your little health journey too, so I hope this was somewhat helpful, even though you probably knew all that. But I do appreciate that those 2 people that left those questions, and I'll probably in the future post that again, see if anyone has any other questions, especially after seeing these videos. I know I just talked about a lot, and I'm so tired. I need to go to bed like now, because another huge thing is I need to get enough sleep, because I'm gonna be working out like crazy. I have work tomorrow. It's a new week, but I'm ready to kill it. And this video is going to be 2 parts because I talk so much, and I'm so sorry. I go on tangents, and I will work on this YouTube. I can't be having 20-minute videos every time I upload. But really, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for seeing my journey, and I am so excited and nervous and happy to share this with you guys. So like and subscribe to keep up, and stay PLUR, guys. Bye.